In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute little fall themed owl candy holder using items from the Dollar Tree. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. So what I have here is a mason jar, storage jar thingy, of course, from Dollar Tree. This glass candlestick is from Dollar Tree. This ribbon and this little owl shelf sitter also comes from the Dollar Tree. Now this burlap here, this is just plain old burlap, and this is some wired burlap ribbon. I got both of these at Walmart last year after the holidays for really cheap. Like this ribbon was $3.50 a roll. I got it for 75 cents. I also got the burlap for really cheap. But like I said, you can get that stuff at the Dollar Tree. I have a hot glue gun and some leaves that I saved from some artificial flowers, some E6000 glue. Let's see, I think that's it. Oh, and some paint. But as of right now, while I'm making this, I really don't know what color paint I want to use. So I guess in the process of putting this together, I'll figure out what color I want. So we're going to work on our jar first. And for the lid, I'm going to take it apart. And then I'm going to take my E6000 and put a few little spots of it, or a line, all the way around this edge. And then I'm going to put it back down into the ring so that the lid is glued inside the ring. Because I hate, like, I made one of these jars before and I didn't do that. It was just really annoying having to take the lid off and then dealing with this thing too. So I like to glue it inside. And I will do that after I paint it. But for the jar, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, I'm going to drop my scissors first. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this up and voila. Okay, we'll cut off this bent edge here. There we go. And then I'm just going to, oh, it's catching my towel here. And I have a towel laid down so that the glass doesn't bang, bang, bang against the table. That's so annoying, isn't it? I'm just going to take some hot glue. And this is Gorilla Glue, of course, because it works pretty well on glass. And I'm just going to try to center this on the jar. And yeah, that the glue is going to ooze on through. See? Yeah, that's about where I want it. Alright, I'm going to put some more right here. Okay, right there. Now, I'm just going to wrap this around so I can measure. That looks good. I don't want to cut it right about there. Where did they go? I think I've got like 50 pair of scissors and I only know where 2 of them are. I'm always losing scissors. Alrighty. I'm just going to wrap that around and then I'm going to put some more glue. Yes, this is a little messy. If somebody comes into my house and starts picking up stuff that I make and looking it over and say, oh, you got too much glue right here. You know what? They don't need to be in my house. So I'm just going to glue that like that and let that set up. Okay, now while that glue is setting up, I'm just going to take a piece of this burlap. I just want to strip because I want to take that strip and put it inside that green right there. So I think I'm just going to cut this amount. I'm sorry, I didn't think I was in the view of the camera when I first cut that. I'm just going to cut a strip to kind of go around. Yeah, that looks good. While that glue's setting up. The thing about Gorilla Glue is you do have a pretty long working time with it. It takes like 30 to 45 seconds to fully harden up. I mean, that's pretty good. It gives you, like I said, it gives you a lot longer working time. Okay, I'm going to cut this just a little bit longer. Put this over here. Now, I don't want that seam right there, so I'm just going to go along here and cut that seam off. This is exciting, right? Watching me cut stuff. Okay, so that glue should be set up pretty well. I'm just going to trim off this little bit of extra ribbon there. Okay, get that out of the way. Now I'm going to pull 1 or 2 of these strings off because I want this to kind of be a little bit rustic looking, you know what I'm saying? I'll go back and smooth down these edges once I get everything into place here. Okay, now I'm just going to put a blob of glue there. And I want to center this orange in the middle of that green and then wrap it around and hope that I've got enough glue oozing out. Yep, I do, to hold down that top part. I'll put another little spot on there. Like I said, this side is going to be hidden, so it's not like anybody's going to see it. Besides, it's not supposed to be perfect. Crafts are not perfect. They are handmade. Okay, so now that's what I've got so far. And I picked the green and the orange because this little owl guy's got like a green hat with an orange band and this little orange pumpkin. So that's why I'm doing orange and green. Now I'll open up this ribbon. And I picked this kind because, like I said, the little owl's holding a pumpkin and this ribbon's got pumpkins on it. So I thought that was cute. I'm not going to have to put a lot of glue on there because that glue has not set up yet. Okay, I'll hold that down and I'm just going to wrap this ribbon around. I'll cut it right about here. Just like that. Let's put another blob of glue. Boink. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to set that off to the side and let that glue set up. No, I'm not. I'm going to put another blob right here. There we go. Now I'm going to set it to the side and let the glue set up. Okay, now while that's doing that, I'm going to take some paint and I'm going to paint this entire candlestick. I'm also going to paint the lid, and like I said, once it is painted and dried, I'm just going to take my E6000. I got glue all over me. I'm going to take my E6000 and put a little bit around the rim like that, and then glue that down inside of there. So I'm going to do that, get this glue off of my hands. I got glue under my nails and all everywhere else, and I will be right back. My paint has dried, and if you can see that rough textured finish, the way that I did that is I used this acrylic paint and the color is Coffee Bean that I got from Walmart, and I just used a sponge and I dabbed it on there. That gives you a really rough, more rustic type of finish. And I glued the candlestick onto the jar with the E6000. E6000 is some wonderful glue for gluing glass together, but really please give it a good 24 hours to set up and dry before you start handling anything. Like I said, some really good stuff. It just takes a good while to dry. Now I have some of these little leftover leaves from when I was making a wreath the other day, the artificial flowers. And I've been playing around with it, and with the owl just sitting on top, I don't like the way that looks. So I wanted to have some type of greenery, maybe to make it look like our little owl friend here is sitting in a pumpkin patch. So I think I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to put a blob of glue, and I want to glue some of these leaves down. Just like that. And another blob right there. And we'll put this one, kind of layer it a different way. There we go. Okay, let's let that sit there. Let that. Now let's get our little owl. Put another big old blob of glue. And I'm just going to set the little owl right in the center of that. And its little legs hang down on either side of that leaf right there. And one of his little legs isn't hanging quite straight up. We'll see what I can do with that. Pretty much all of the little shelf sitter guys that I saw at the Dollar Tree, all of their legs were like, you know. So I really didn't see any of their legs were perfectly straight. But if you look, they're just glued on. So, you know, if you see some that you like and the legs are kind of a little wonky, just pull the legs off and glue them back on. But anyway, there we go. That looks pretty good. Like I said, the candy that I got, I really like this candy. I don't eat stuff from the Dollar Tree. I don't eat stuff from there, but they do have some decent candy every now and again, and they had some chocolate and coffee filled candy, and it's pretty good. I mean, you know, it's not Godiva or anything, but you know, I like it. So there we go. Hopefully my little owl won't fall off. And as you can see, I did take some of the ribbon that I put around the jar and I wrapped it around the candlestick as well. So there we are. There's our little owl. So it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I hope that you enjoyed this as well. If you would, please, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. The links to all of those are in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.